Hi, this is Michael Liam Denny of the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. Welcome. We are going to talk about a very special rune today. This is the rune called Wunjo, which means joy. So, the runes are a science. And so to understand the runes, each rune specifically, we need to see where it is in the flow of the runes. It is my belief that the runes are an ancient science that goes back even before writing. That I believe that our tribal Germanic European ancestors used the rune vowels themselves, and that the 3/8, as we call them now, the 24 rune letters and syllables, have been in that order for tens of thousands of years. It is my belief that this was something that was taught, and that you learned how to understand the universe by learning to understand the flow of the runes. So by the time we get to the rune Wunjo, we have gotten through the first 8. And in the Master Shamanism course, we are teaching how the runes are in an 8-sided wheel, and that wheel corresponds with the 8 directions. And as if you followed my teachings, you know that energy, as it comes into manifestation, comes in a clockwise fashion. So we put the runes on the 8-sided direction wheel in a clockwise fashion. And when we get to the last one, on the first one, we get to Wunjo. So understanding how we get there, we have to understand the flow of the runes. We've got Fehu, which is resources. We have Uruz, which is determination, or the flow of divine energy that first comes into manifestation, which is incredibly powerful, like the bull, like the oryx. We have Thurisaj, which is the rune of Thunor, the god of lightning and thunder, who is also the protector of the human race. He gives us boundaries, and boundaries for our identity, which takes us into the southeast, which is Ansuj, which is the rune of divine communication, where we receive divine communication. This gives us maturity and allows us then to communicate our intentions and ourself with maturity and with specificity. And then we get into Raito, which we just talked about in the Master Shamanism class, which is the rule of right action. And this is where the soul takes full action and expresses itself, and at the same time the fire of the sun, which is connected to Raido, burns up all the excess ego that doesn't serve us and takes us directly to Kenaj, which gives us knowledge. We only get knowledge through experience, and once we have that, then we get the full fulfillment of the first 8, which brings us Wunjo, which is joy. And by the way, joy is the goal of life. It is the essence of life. I've said in my book, The Shamanic Secret Commandment to a Perfect Life, there is only one commandment, not 10, one. And that one commandment is that you must follow your true soul path, which brings you joy. Which means if you're not living and doing, whether it's for work or whether it's for personal or whether it's for fun, if you're not doing things specifically for that spiritual joy, you are not in alignment with your soul. And the result of that is you will have challenges and difficulties. And this is why most people who have victim mentalities, this is one of the things I go after, victim mentalities. A victim mentality is somebody who is fighting with their true nature, somebody who is not going after what truly gives them joy. So we talk about that in a lot of other subjects, but this is the culmination, when you can rest in joy, when you followed the Futhark Gebo Wunjo. Once you are able to give of yourself, as we talk about in Gebo, because you understand yourself, because you've gone through all of these other aspects, then you have joy. You can rest in that joy. And that takes care of the first part of the 3/8, which is physical manifestation, and then we get into the second 8 runes, which is about mental, psychological, and emotional healing, and bringing us into a mature understanding of our soul. So that comes next. So if you haven't heard, I am slashing my prices on Vedic astrological readings. If you're interested in that, please follow this link right here, which will take you to the page where you can see and buy a Vedic astrological reading just for the month of April only. I'm slashing my prices to $69. And if you want to know what it is you're going to get, go ahead and go back and watch this video, which will tell you what the astrology readings I do will give for you. But basically, I can tell you this, that there's plenty of Vedic astrologers out there, some of them far more knowledgeable than me in many different areas, but I haven't seen anybody who gives the exact things that I give, which are designed to help you today have a much better life. And that's what I give in my readings. Anyway, that's it for now, my friends. If you like the channel, please subscribe, like, comment. If you would like to learn more about the Master Shamanism course, please follow the link here and go to the Master Shamanism course, and have any questions, you can contact me with those. Until next time, my friends, remember that true joy is a result of following the natural laws of the universe, which sometimes means we have to come up and bump up against our own self-sabotaging ego. And in my experience, that is the root cause of all problems. You know, the Abrahamic religions would say it is sin, where God is angry with you because you did something wrong. Well, I can turn that word into a simple anachronism, which is self-imposed negativity. Self-imposed negativity, which is self-sabotage, because society or religion or whatever has told you you have to be a certain way, when your soul is telling you you need to be something else. And when you follow your true soul, you will follow the laws of the universe, which are the runes, and you will be able to access true joy. So that's it for now, my friends. Until next time, we'll start on the second 8 of the runes. May the powers of the gods be with you.